This man lay in an iron frame in the hot sun. Then a woman holding an umbrella appeared in front of him. He stretched out his hand in the light sun. Quickly sunburned skin. It turns out that both are vampires, and can only hide in the dark. But the man was punished for a reason. So the woman ordered the workers to pouring concrete over it. After nightfall, the woman was on her way home. Who would have thought behind his figure that graceful stored cruelty? When he opened the door, he lowered his head and looked. His mother was tragically killed. Then she shed black tears. The assistant checked the room and found a piece of glass with blood on it. The killer must be someone close. I can smell it explicitly. Then the assistant gave the shard of glass to the vampire woman. He comfortably licked the starfruit flavor. On the other hand, the nigger man became a regular pool cleaner. But he also likes to earn extra money in his spare time. The cleaning tool he was carrying was actually ammo. He likes to hunt vampires. Being able to pluck a vampire's teeth is his goal. People don't know his true identity. Recently, his wife will move into her parents' house and live with the children. But they have to pay their daughter's school fees. If in a week not paid, his daughter will be from school. Then he thought of a way to earn money. He drove the truck and went to stall. This place looks like an ordinary shop. But in the basement, any rare item traded here. And gave the vampire tooth pieces to the shop owner. The shop owner said from the color of his teeth, "This must be a man who smokes a lot. Maybe he died from smoking." Buyer's desire is never the same with the seller. The shop owner offers very cheap prices, because the opponent bids a low price. And says now it takes a lot of money. "That's why I'm selling these vampire teeth. Go rob the bank if you want a lot of money." Then Dangot pawned the silver tools now. But the shop owner doesn't know what this thing is for. Dangot is currently handing over the goods worth it. But boss is so greedy. He thought Dangot still have something else. He worked hard to earn money for his daughter's education. Right now the shop was suddenly attacked by a stranger. The shop owner reflexively opened a drawer and took out a gun. But someone quickly came behind him. Then the vampire woman stabbed her hand. Turns out the boss knew the woman beside him was a vampire. But he wondered why vampires were active during the day. This woman found a lot of vampire teeth in the boss's closet. He then sniffed it and asked where he got it from. But the boss didn't mention it. To collect his daughter's school fees and meets his old friend. He wanted to ask for help. Hope John will he returned to work in the Hunter organization. But the director was very dissatisfied with his indiscipline. But that's because John was reluctant to keep it. And Dam got work for relatively low wages. Then the director also ordered the workers' office to monitor Damgot. Then he told Dangot that the silver bullet could pierce the throat. Wooden bullets can penetrate through the heart. If you bring white, it will be more effective to collect vampire teeth. The next day on a hunting mission, and told him to stay in the car and wait for him. Vampires are hiding in this darkness. Dam got them all as money. After each bullet fired, he finished his job. But just as they were about to pull out their teeth, a new vampire suddenly appeared next to them. And Chuch was still sitting in the car. The director called to remind him to watch him closely. If there is something unusual, you should immediately report it to him. Then Chach Ma and saw Dangot fighting with vampires. Under his anger, Dangot handed him the gun. Then he only used one hand to shoot the vampire. But now suddenly he pointed his gun at Chach. This action scares me. But actually he was aiming for the vampire hiding behind Chach. After this hunt, they collected a lot of vampire teeth. But feel ashamed now. Then they planned to sell these teeth at a nearby shop. But as soon as they entered, it felt a different atmosphere. Now the guard is lying on the table unconscious. Moreover, on the table there is the word intimidation of vampire teeth. Then Dangot took a gun from the drawer and planned to leave. But Chuch thinks it's against the rules labor union. But if I don't collect money today, my daughter will be expelled from school. So now Dangot needs to hunt harder. The two hunters share a piece of garlic-flavored candy. Now the room vampire is playing a game. Steering wheel, and they ambushed him. After the two vampires were overcome, in the room reappeared the aggressive vampire. But Ngot easily shot him. After that, everyone carefully looked for the vampire in the room. There was no one in the room. But Ngot noticed something unusual. He tells everyone that this is a vampire barracks. Now these people are like disturbing the beehive. Vampires appeared from everywhere. It's a battle between hunters and vampires. Ngot launched an attack, then kicked the vampire. He reminded his partner to always maintain concentration. When he was about to lean against the wall, the vampire's hand broke through the wall and pulled it. The blonde vampire attacked him. The novice hunter wanted to help him. But now another dyke vampire was crawling out of the ventilation duct. These two hunter brothers still fighting in the kitchen. The vampire on the table uses legs to fight back. Vampires weakened at the smell of garlic. Then the hunter shot him. In the Dango's warehouse up against two vampires at once. He spun the knife nicely. After that he helped the rookie to shoot the vampire. But the vampire did acrobatic moves. On the other side the two hunter brothers works very well. When ammo is running low, they used other weapons to kill the vampires. Then they threw smoke bombs that garlic flavored. In an instant the vampire lost mobility. But the rookies were still being attacked by vampires. He risked his life for ask for help. But Dangot was thrown up by another vampire. After breaking the vampire room, the two brothers still didn't forget to laugh at the novice. But now there was a vampire running past them. Then Dangot casually shot him. He was standing in the sun, looking at the clock. Her daughter was almost leave school. Now her daughter is having a birthday party here. However, suddenly Dango got a call from a strange woman. The lady warns her to take care of her daughter. The story ends. Continue to follow the Edelweiss review to get updates latest movie trailer.